Alright, welcome back guys. So here we can see that I got my application to this far. So at this point, what we can do is I can click on my words and they will programmatically go to the places to this layout and organize themselves in a good way. That's very flexible because I can choose anywhere, any one of these, and they will go to their places. And if they hit and if when they're about to go off the screen, it goes to the next line. And it's very flexible because I can choose any of them, and they're gonna go back to their places that they were before. So that's pretty much the core part of my application. I will explain a little what I have done, and if you wanna like check further, just check the link down below. You're gonna go to my GitHub project where you can see the whole code by yourself, and you can download. You can do pretty much anything you want. You're free to do so. All right. So here, let me go to my layout first. So I have done some dirty stuff because I didn't want it to expend too much time on it. So this part, and this part right here, as you can see, I'm gonna reuse them later. So that's why I set them in another layout. So here I can reuse them as much as I want. So I just have to include this layout. This part is a frame layout that I have this flow layout. This flow layout, it's a library that you can go and check and look for this library on GitHub and you're gonna find it. It's a very simple library. I just used that library because I didn't want to do all the work by myself, but it's a very simple library and it's one file library. So it's what pretty much it does. It just like calculate the child, the space that the child are taking in the screen and on the layout, and I'm gonna check if gonna go outside the the screen, you're gonna go to the next line. So that's pretty much what I'm using here to hold my these views, and here to form the sentence. So if I go, let me use the bigger ones. So if I go here, the next one, if I hit works, gonna go off this screen. So it basically just take me to the next line. The lines, I am using this this dirty thing. So it's pretty much hard-coded lines. That is not cool because if I have a smaller device, it maybe won't look as good as it is looking here. But so you would have to adjust it to what you have. So uh, that's just a dirty way to do that. But if we want to do the right way, we would have to do pretty much what this library does. But instead of going to the next line, you would have to check the child's width. And if they're gonna go off the screen, you have to add this view to another layout. So would be each layout here would have its own layout, and they would have this line right below them. So that's the right way, in my vision, to do this, but I didn't want to expend that much time, so that's why I did like this, right? So going to my activity, that's my main activity for this task. I called it word task activity. So here I have some default stuff. I have my data being initialized here. So I have this sentence stored in a string variable, and I split between the empty spaces. So we're gonna split and give me words. For each word, I will create a new object with that word, that string, and I will set a custom on touch listener, and I will push that listener to my uh, custom layout. So basically, I have a custom layout that is this layout right here that I'm holding my custom words. Um, that is like it's simple. So I just have one more thing to talk is this part. So right here, what I'm doing, I have to find a way to insert and remove programmatically the views from my custom layout. And I could do this from two ways because I need, for example, if I go there, I need a way to figure out where am I supposed to insert back my views like this. So it doesn't matter which one I put there. If I click back, they will go back to the same that they were before. So to do this, I could do this from two ways. I could either set tags on the views, but I choose to do with an array list data structure because that way I would be more flexible and I could scale more later with set tags actually. I would be too uh, not flexible. It would just be to do one single stuff. It would work here, but it won't give me the flexibility I want for in the future if I want to change something. I would like to be more flexible and expandable and could scale my code. So that's why I'm using array list. You can check how I use it with my GitHub project. If you have any problem, just let me know. I won't go over all my code, but it's there and it's pretty easy to understand. You just have to go and look at it. And if you don't know something, just Google it. And if you don't find anything, what I doubt it because it's not hard at all. It's just maybe uh, a little complex if you are a beginner, but if you have some experience, it's not hard at all. So just Google it and you might find it. If you have any problem, just leave it on the comments and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Alright? Hope you like it. Next video, I will be implementing the check button to check if that's correct. I will put a random sentence with random words so it can be more like how Duolingo does instead of like this static like this. And I'll probably do the progress bar as well, the progression of my progress bar as well. So I hope you enjoy and see you next video.